Good afternoon from AfricaCom 2025 here in Cape Town. I'm together with Vladimir Freinkman, VP Marketing and Business Development at Protei. Hello, Vladimir. Nice to meet you again.
Akim, yeah, nice to meet you again as usually.
Right? Every year at AfricaCom. I like that. I like that. Let me begin like that. How do you see the current market landscape for telecom operators in Africa, and what are the main challenges and priorities they have to deal with?
I see a lot of challenges here on the market, and most of them related to the very simple question, where and how to take money.
Yeah.
Because despite of the growth of number of subscribers, of subscriber base, average price regular people ready to pay for commodity service is not increasing, it's decreasing. And at the same time, operators must to invest a lot in capacity, in throughput, in network quality. And this is a big challenge, how to keep the network up to date, how to deploy new technology and keep acceptable prices for subscribers. That is why, from my point of view, operators have to focus on several revenue generating points, and also on deploying some new technologies that will allow them to optimize their network and maybe not to reduce but maintain properly their expenses related to network maintenance.
So when we look at the telco, or the telco market in general, there's often the discussion between real versus invented growth opportunities. So how do you see that from Protei's perspective, where there could be interesting or genuine sustainable points of growth for telcos?
First of all, everything about data.
Yeah.
Because especially in Africa, internet now becoming commodity services that is really good for society. People using much more than, for example, 10 years ago.
It's a human right, basically.
Exactly. And because of that, what is expected from the operator, that this service will be affordable, will be with good quality, but at the same time, operator would like to get enough money from this service. That's why all kind of services related to data optimization, first of all, policy enforcement, means DPI and around that, flexible data proposition, maybe some kind of analysis, what is happening inside the network and how to optimize the network to serve the traffic, to be considered as a priority.
Yeah.
And maybe some other groups related to some areas where artificial intelligence may be applied. Yeah. It's very challenging, but what is easy is to optimize customer care, because customer care may be strongly optimized now with new technologies. So these are two areas, but for sure the rest is always important, to make the network more scalable, to optimize some legacy platform, to move from legacy hardware to maybe virtualized platform to optimize power consumption. There are several points.
So the market is still strongly influenced by large global vendors. Do you believe there's a meaningful space and opportunity for tier 2 alternative vendors in such an environment?
We strongly believe in that, and that's why we are here, by the way. Because when a tier 1 vendor becoming or remaining alone on the market, they start be too much aggressive in relation to operator, because they understand that operator don't have any choice anymore. Yeah. And that's why in this case vendors will start increasing their prices, or they start forcing managed services that may cause leaving of qualified staff from operator and other.
It's more a negative domination of the market.
Yes, and that is why operators in some cases looking for alternative vendors, maybe to have not fully functional or full scope of products from this alternative vendor.
Or heavy legacy.
But project. At least to have some alternatives, where to go just in case. Yeah. Or maybe to use this alternative vendor for some network optimization. Or maybe to use this alternative vendor for some platforms where competition is not enough. Yeah. That's why we still see good opportunity for alternative vendor. And for example, there are some areas where alternative vendors are dominating, like private networks. Alternative vendors, let's name Hytera or Protei or maybe IP-Look, let's name them alternative vendors, but they're competing on industrial market with giant players.
All right. So when we look at AI, it's shaping the strategy discussion a lot in the industry. So where do you think does AI realistically fit today in the context of network operations, automation, customer experience, and of course as well service innovation?
Thank you for this question. Really, it's the AI-related points are rather tricky because original positioning of AI was something like it will do everything instead of you. It will not do. It may help you, but it will never do instead of you because it means it should have all information related to your network.
Yeah.
So first of all, personal data. Okay, you need AI to classify all the traffic in your network. It means you need to feed this traffic to AI. Either you have to build a huge data center in your country or in your operator because of privacy, or you need to send this information somewhere. Second question is responsibility. I don't know, does Microsoft or DeepSeek or anybody else will be responsible for your network KPIs? This is a question for every CTO. Okay, network optimization, if you will offload it to artificial intelligence, who will be responsible at the end? Who in person? Who will take the responsibility?
True.
But alternatively, in the opposite way, the best area where AI can be applied right now is customer care.
Yeah.
Definitely to take information about previous behavior of subscriber, to propose him best data bundle, best packet, best services, it can be done right now. That's why, in my understanding, the first area where we will see AI position, improving of AI position will be customer care services, because AI will not make, usually not make errors more than human may do.
Yeah.
That's why it definitely will go there. But the rest, after solving all these administrative or technical issues, AI will help people. And only maybe in the future, AI will replace some people, but it will be behind the horizon, bit later.
So in a market which is so highly competitive, like Africa, for example, what's Protei's strategic approach to, let's say, remain relevant for the industry and trusted and also a bit differentiated for operators?
Our strategy is to focus, initially focus on products we are really very solid. We have very solid deployments, we have good presence and advantage products, and then to propose or to upsell something behind. Because if you started, for example, with DPI and the operator happy with you, after a while you may propose them alternative or products that are nearby. After that, maybe you will be invited to next RFP, and slowly to increase your presence in the customer. This is what we are doing with several operators here, and that's we consider as a relevant strategy for the market.
So you remain relevant for the next phase for operators?
We hope so, and we are doing our best to do that. And that what we see on our booth, that customers are coming, potential customers are coming. We have a lot of discussions. We do some interesting projects like MVNO related project in Nigeria now. We see that African market still very relevant for us and very important for us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time, Vladimir. That was TechAfrica News from AfricaCom 2025. You can find more on techafricanews.com.